good morning, everyone. How are we doing? Finally, Friday, last day of the week. Good morning. Yeah, the first one again. Let's go. Good morning, Jenny. Good morning, Lynn. Welcome, welcome. Okay, we're gonna go over high time frame, then lower time frame, the usual thing. Good morning, Ed. Good morning. Already in a trade with it. I know which trade you are in. Good, good. Okay, we're gonna check the daily chart, see what we talked about. Fair value gap here on the daily. We were stuck like a few days here, like a few days, 2 days here. And yeah, for me to actually believe that we wanted to keep going higher or not was to move away from this daily fair value gap here. Good morning, Alex. Doing good, doing good. Just woke up like an hour ago and it's 2 p.m. Morning downstairs. Yes, as I was saying, for me, the key thing here to form a bias, to keep forming a bias on the daily, was to see how we moved away from the daily fair value gap. Excuse me. When we are like inside, good morning, Peter. The direction is not clear enough because like we completely feel the fair value gap. Then we closed inside. The next day we closed slightly above. So I wanted to see a move away from the fair value gap, and that's what we got. We now move to the upside. So I think that's positive to think that we might want to keep going higher. But we will see. We will see. So far, still feeling bullish. That doesn't mean that I want to only look for longs. You know me. If the session context is completely different to the daily or the higher time frame context, like it doesn't matter. I'm still gonna trade against my like overall like high time frame bias. 4 hour, not much. We don't have like any sort of fair value gap or anything for us to go to and find support. It is true we swept the previous 4 hour high, close below, and now we should be in a C3 of a possible swing. So maybe we go lower from here a bit. Good morning, KB. And then on the hourly, we have a big gap down here and nothing else. Like we might be going to this gap. So if I wanted to look for longs, because again, I'm still remaining bullish. If I wanted to look for longs, I really want to see price move lower, tap into this hourly. Maybe we have also something on the 15-minute. Yeah, we have a bunch of fair value gaps on the 15-minute. I think it also aligns that it is Asia low. So maybe we can aim for these equal lows here after taking like Asia high. Here with Asia high, we have a 15-minute breaker that we are moving away from. Boom. But yeah, I guess the short term, waiting for Justin's lunch question, today's going to be pretty straightforward because I woke up like a few minutes ago and it's 2 p.m. So I didn't have lunch yet. Yeah, I guess for the session, like for now, until we get into this area, I'm going to look for a short move. If instead I cannot get into the short move and we get to this area, let me mark this out as a fair value gap. If we instead get to this area without me in a position, then I'm gonna start looking for longs around here, most likely. So that's the plan. For us, Sorry. Um, Good morning, Andres. If I wanted to, oh, let me see. We have some sort of SMTs. If I wanted to see something at the open that I can use for a short, we have a bunch like fair value gap here in the 15-minute that I could use for a tap and move lower. So this low. Let me check crude oil just to see the correlation between them right now. Uh, Lower, we swept here, we swept Asia high also. Good morning, good morning. The thing here is that NQ and crude oil, they're both moving now to the downside. That's not something you want to see. One of the assets is lying here. Good morning, Peter. Caddis Peter. We tapped on crude oil into this around 15-minute. Yeah, not much. Just waiting for the open right now. Gold moving lower. Let's see, inside the fair value gap on the 4-hour. It's a shame that we didn't have a 4-hour gap also here, just because of this week. Oh, by the way, the trade that we took yesterday, the 50-minute long, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? 50-minute. Where is one? We were in this trade yesterday morning. Oh, bro, yeah, you always start with win. GG. Remember this trade from yesterday? It ended up after a fucking ton of time, like a good amount of 15-minute candles, we managed to get the 2R here. The truth is I closed on this push here, on this candle here. On this push of a candle here, I closed because we created an SMT with ES, so I prefer to just close it. But after all, we ended up hitting the 2R. So okay, the OP is in. Gonna mark out the 15-minute fair value gap, just in case we wanna look for a continuation short, maybe. But it was a break-even at the end, yeah, because it took really a long time until we had like a push higher. No hourly gap. This is the only 15-minute gap that we have in like all of this downside move, if I'm not mistaken. Let me check the stop map to see where we are. Okay, down the daily open. It's a really small 15-minute gap, but let's see. PDS touch it. I'm not sure. Just unequal high or low here. I mean, it's an equal high here on ES on the top of the 15-minute gap. Crude oil should be going higher here, crude oil. I'm actually really thinking about taking the long on oil here after the 15-minute tap. I'm gonna wait and see how this works, and maybe I can get a stab on this idea. Yeah, nothing so far. We didn't even get to the. Is the volume dead or do I have delayed data? I think we've been having this type of like slow markets lately at London. Not gonna lie. Yeah, yeah. Alex is just crazy with the second chart, and he makes it work. Like it's not like he's just there checking the chart. Like he takes trades and Hmm. I just can't place an order that fast. Yeah, like the lowest I go is 50-minute seconds. Yeah, yeah, I know. Okay, let's see if we can go for the 15-minute gap here, move lower. Then we have a great breaker here for us to use. Crude oil not following in this idea, so getting rid of this breaker block. If we start moving higher here, I don't know if I'm gonna be able to take anything because like we don't have a swing on the hourly, we don't have a swing on the oh we do have a possible swing on the 15. Uh, but ideally not what I'm looking for. We have an sensitivity is high here on ES, where ES tapped into you're looking for Asia low. Oh, Asia low taken. Let me check. Did we actually take it? Thing is, we might go higher. Until we AM. On your chart, like we agree that the low for Asia low is like that the, is the 2010 low, right? On MNQ, yeah, we took it. On NQ, I don't think so. Yes, took it. No. You know, the fact that we don't have like it, not even a swing on the 1 minute and the 1 hour. Yeah, we might go higher. But oof. Um, we have seen with crude. Yeah, that's one of the things. Was one was short, I long because I'm feeling bullish. It's just something that I don't know. Like I cannot like frame like a really good trade for me to take actually. Like I get it, we're going long. I just don't know where to go long to. Maybe we had this need to sweep here. Maybe get into a long around here. Maybe. Do you have any other fair value gaps? Morning, Anthony. Okay. I'm short biased. Um, Good enough. I was sure biased for this session, to be honest, like for the London session. I mean, no trade Fridays, but 10th. Should selling off. Yeah. Oh, really hard. Oh, I think it's what? Wow, it's crazy. Yo, good morning from the beach. Yo, enjoy it. Like I don't like for me, I don't have like a clear liquidity sweep. You know, it's just I don't know. Something about this move feels weird. That was a banger. That was a banger. You deserve to be enjoying the beach, you know? Yeah, exactly. There's no like we didn't sweep anything that like good. It is true that the 4 hour like it's closing. Like we still 3 hours to go, but we can form a swing on the 4 hour. Whatever. But yeah, we didn't sweep like anything really important, you know. To use IFGs? No, not really. Not really. We inverse this 15 minute here, but I don't really use them too much. So yeah, as I was saying, like um there's not like we didn't sweep anything or tap into anything. Like it just completely started moving higher. Like it's okay, but I really need to see some sort of like high time frame area that makes sense for price to start moving into the opposite direction, you know? And I don't see anything here. Like the only thing I see here is just a 15 minute possible swing here. That's the only thing that I can see. Like HLO is still there. Like even though we tapped it into MNQ, like NQ HLO is still to be taken. For me, they're playing with us. The impatience will get burned. I got two scenarios. The way we go after London for the digit down to 540, or we go high after London to go for 27 300s. And then the digit. Fair enough, fair enough, fair enough. Fair enough. Crude oil. Wow. Oil is just dying. But for how hard crude oil is dying, um, are you trading New York today? Probably. Yeah, probably. I didn't trade New York yesterday because like we took a win during London, so it was enough. So I didn't even bother checking New York. So probably maybe, yeah, maybe I'm checking it today, but not on live. I'm gonna be trading it off. So yeah, as I was saying, for how hard crude oil is just dying here and keeps not moving up higher that much. So yeah, maybe like if I can see a sign of NQ moving lower, I think I'm gonna go for it. Let's see if Crow can tap into this. What is it? What is it? Distribution? No, minus plus manipulation here, and see if we can bounce in way here, and then you can go lower. Maybe. Either drop from there or form a 15-minute fail so we can get in. Yeah. I mean, we're getting form in the 15-minute gap so far. Like we're really close. 8 minutes to go. Still pushing higher near. Like I hate to long this with the edge up low here. My boy Justin, good morning. What did you have for lunch? Uni was waiting for your question like a few minutes ago. And I told that I didn't have lunch yet today. I woke up really late, so didn't have like a time, like a moment to get lunch. I'm sorry. Andreas, I like the 15 February lab match at like the IFBG, the only see the IFBG really small. Yeah, yep. Maybe yeah, it's a good like confluence to have both at the same place. Andrew, hello brother. Long time no see. Enjoying the live session. And brother, hope you like it. That will be the breaker on the 15-minute sweep. Maybe I just stab into this. Looking for Asia low once for all, and then we can move higher. But I don't trust to move higher right now. I'm sorry, Justin. I know you're disappointed. Chris 200. We have the pair value out here. I think I'm gonna go for it. Uh, It's a risky trade, that's for sure. I'm going really low risk. I don't know if I'm gonna get an entry anymore. What am I doing? Oh, see, Corona, we tapped into last manipulation. Maybe I just thought too much about this. We have 15 minutes about gap here anymore. So it's going without us. Yeah, I know. The sad part is that it gave an entry. I just didn't, like, I just thought about getting into this trade too late. Hasta la vista. Do we have like any 5 minute gaps? We have a 5 minute gap here. We maybe respect this for a while and get the entry. Anyway, if we go to Asia low, then we can start looking for longs at Asia low, at least. Investing for you, stay high now. Okay, let's see. Crude oil, crude oil, crude oil. Yes, yes, okay. Because I was not like seeing it. Okay, yeah, true. I think oil can really pump from here if we can get a closure above here. And again, for like how hard crude oil is dumping, like it doesn't make sense that he's not like following to the upside that much, you know? I move the stop loss to the high, probably much lower. That's my guess also, Anthony. That's my logic here, also for the short. Like if crude oil can close above here, that it looks like it's trying to do. I think it did. We can see like a small pump on crude oil. That's gonna be a big dump on NQ based off like this correlation. That's also my thought process. Yeah, it's a really nice trade so far. Like right here, if I was in, probably I would have moved break even if we get a close above this low, maybe. But yeah, I just took too long to think about it, like getting into this. Oh yeah, for sure, Anthony. Like, what else we can do here? Like, I just took too long to think about that I wanted to take this trade, and it's like I think I placed the order like a 325 candle, like right the previous candle would have gave me entry. The entry level is now as an interesting IMX girlfriend. Good analogy. I like it. Yeah, I do include the weeks on a breaker block. Yeah. Yeah, now I'm also not interested in like getting my entry here. Like it looks like it's gonna do 2R. Sadly, I didn't take it. Um, I guess here it played out like the conviction that I had played out based like again on the conviction that I had that we might like the pump was feeling like weird, like we were going up from nowhere. I'm gonna remove the limits. I don't want to get filled in this trade when we have run already 1.9 R. So I'm removing this and I'm removing this. Um, for now, next I would like to see Asia low taken, and then maybe we can start looking for longs. Then we can maybe start forming an idea that we might go long. The markets are like women. If you show interest, they chase after you. If you chase after them, you're uninteresting to them. You are so right. Can we trade metals again on Apex? Yeah, I think you can do it now. Like they just did it because like silver and gold were going crazy. Your palms were sweating. Yeah, still can. Okay, I don't know because I cannot trade with Apex. I'm banned. Was a good drop. Yep, I think it was a really good drop. It's just a shame that I didn't take it when I had to take it. It gave entry by one fucking tick, like and it perfectly takes 3 ticks into the breaker after confirming. And why am I banned there? Because yeah, I was clean. Yeah, that was clean, Justin. Let's see if we can find something after sweeping gauge low. Still a lot of session to go. We can still find something else to trade. Why am I banned on Apex? Because I made too much money with them, basically, I guess. Apex is one of the firms where I spend the least amount of money and where I made the most amount of money on prop firms. So eventually, when they started rolling out like to a bunch of people emails about like them being banned, like I got mine. Do you trade CRT? I guess it's like you can call it CRT. Like I don't know. I don't exactly know how CRT works because I've never like done research on it. I guess CRT is like just a sweep of the previous candle. No, it's like an open high low close basically. No, how many payouts? I don't know. It was like more than 50 payouts, way more I think, because I was trading multiple accounts. Are they paying you? Yeah, yeah. They always pay. Like I had any issues. Like I had no issues with With Apex, like none. They paid me over all the time. I had like a few payout denials because of like the consistency things or whatever they had. And but for the rest, I got paid pretty quick. Why am I banned? Yeah, because I made enough money from them, and I was not like putting in too much money. Yeah, I mean that's how profits works. It reaches a point like if you're not putting in enough money and pulling out good amount of money, you're not profitable to his business model. So eventually they're gonna ban you. How many years I've been trading now? 3 years on futures, like Nasdaq and futures. 3 years. Which profits I'm using now? I think I'm using the big ones right now. Lucid, TradeFi. I find the future is still like a good one. Been a long time since I didn't use my funded futures, but they're good. Like I also had good payouts with them. I also got moved to live with them. Eventually, I lost the live account because it was a really small account. But yeah, I got moved live to live with them. I I think every trade experience is the feeling. You can analyze a trade and still have doubts or whatever to press a button or wait for extra confirmations. I wanted to get my edge when it showed up. You are right, Andrew. Like we've been trading this for a long time now, Andrew. We know each other for a good couple years now. It's just too profitable, yeah. I love Lucid. I just can't pass him, but can't pass Apex. But you cannot pass the evaluations or like pass like the funded stage with Apex. Because like with Apex, all I did was gamble and use the accounts because like they're so cheap. Because you like at first you don't have to pay the activation fee. Then it goes as low and the TOR, by the way. Oh, so sad I couldn't manage to get into this trade. Fuck. That was really clean. Mm. What is your trading checklist? Like when it comes to like the model checklist, it is the following. High time frame, POI. Juno, you marked out the 1 minute breaker, but I'm curious to see where your market should be there. For me, the market structure shift here, like it's at this point, basically, like marks out the breaker. You're welcome. And what an hourly candle. Look at this week and then going lower. Okay, yeah, as I was saying that model checklist, sorry, I just got distracted. High time frame POI, low time frame liquidity sweep, breaker block with displacement. It's just like something better to have. That's basically like there's not much. It's just more about what do you have as a high time frame point of interest? What do you have like what type of liquidity, like how the liquidity sweep looks like. It's not more like the checklist. It's also what are you looking at basically. Like it's a 4 hour hard time frame POI. It is a 1 hour 15. It's just a sweep. See the push that we were talking about on crude oil. Crude oil pumped and you died. Gold, nothing. Oh. Okay, let me check. We can have a move higher from here. 15-minute gaps. No, 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 no. 1 hour. We swept the 1 hour. We can form a swing now. In theory, however, we took a good trade. I mean, it was a good trade. The execution was not good because basically because I didn't execute when I had the chance. Yeah, all good, all good, all good. How about you? How do I approach evals? Um, I just increase the risk. I wanna, I usually double the risk. I usually trade 50Ks. So on evals, I usually go for 500 risk trades. So going for 2R, like I'm looking to take 3 trades on this evaluation and pass it. Basically, like 500 make 1,000, 500 make 1,000, 500 make 1,000. Usually the 50K profit target is 3,000. So in 3 trades, you would have passed. And then when I go to like on a funded, I reduce the risk. I divide it by 2. So basically I risk around 250. And yeah, I'll go from them, from that. 250 make 500. And I usually keep the risk the same for throughout like the whole funded account. Yeah, I could even like go like with increased risk on the eval, but I found that I just prefer like to go for like big risk, like not extra, like not one shot in the account. Okay. Yeah, 11 minutes to go. For me to consider longs here, I would really need to see this 1 hour candle close. I'm timed up. Yeah, everyone tells me. I guess so. Like it's really sunny and hot here, so it's easy. I'm gonna go back to my white color when like nuclear white when I'm back home, probably. In the next 15-minute candle. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. The thing is closing here on the 1 hour as a like above the previous hourly low. Maybe a continuation short. The 4 hour Fibonacci gap. So right there. Okay, it makes sense. Did you have a mentor? I mean, not a mentor, like I mean, yeah, I had a mentor. He was Tyler. That sadly he passed away. I think I've said it a couple times. He was the one that introduced me um, into the unicorn model, the breakers, and everything. Like basically, that's who. Like he was the one that introduced me into YCD concepts and like the whole way I trade right now. Um, and yeah, which Tyler it is. Like if you want to check it out on Twitter, it's 4,500 px, like at 4,500 px. Yeah, he was a nice guy. He helped me a lot. Mhm. I'm thinking about taking this to sweeping age low, previous hourly. Oh, what the fuck? What was that? Yee. Yes, he did. Good morning, Paul. Ooh. Okay, if we get a closure of this, I'm gonna think about going for it. He was young, but he sounded like an old man. That's true also. Remember this, or he would tell us, he would tell us straight away when we were like doing things wrong. Do I take this? Like, it's a really risky trade, I think. I'm gonna have lunch for the next stream, Justin. I promise you. Thank you, brother. Have a good day. 1 hour. Let me find it for you. There you go. That's it. That's his favorite page. Thank God I didn't get into this. Fuck. It's like the hour is not gonna close the swing. On each other, 27 per 156. Yeah, I know. I also have this low marked out here. Okay, let's just wait for we now don't have a 15-minute gap here. You're welcome, Scroll. Ooh, pushing lower again. For him, not yet for him. I mean, let's see if we can get lower here, quick, so we can look for something here. Let's see, before I see explain again, I source food. Yeah, that's true. It feels like we're chasing our entries today. I mean, not mad. Can do like the short here was great. It is what it is. Like if I don't take a trade today, nothing's gonna happen, you know? Like I'm okay with not taking a trade today, like it's Friday. I mean, what is true is like at some point we're gonna have like a short bounce from somewhere. And that means that I can like take it on the 1 minute probably. Or even if like it's just a little bounce to the upside. That makes sense. Crude oil. We'll see how like both areas here, minus manipulation, plus manipulation. See how I use the stamina as a range, and it works like pretty nice with some assets, which is insane. Is that the PM session low that I have marked out? This one here? Um, no, it's like a new low that we formed after the open at 7 p.m. Yeah, that's higher. I think you're saying this one. That's the one that's aligning with the 1 hour fair value gap. Yep. Okay, 4 a.m. Sadly, I don't have like anything on the 15-minute here to play with. We didn't sweep anything right at 4 a.m. Again, we open 4 a.m. and we start moving higher out of nowhere. Like, I don't know, you can sweep these highs here at the 15-minute, like, then I'm gonna keep looking for shorts. Like, it doesn't make sense that we just open and we don't take anything and we start moving higher. Previous hourly is just so high above, so I'm not even gonna consider waiting for the 1 hour sweep, but maybe a 15-minute sweep like we did before to keep looking for short towards this low. What is crude oil doing? Still going higher. Nothing here for me. Like all I have to do is wait still. We had a fair value gap here on the 15. Wow, this is like the worst when I ever seen. Usually, like you can see that if 3 a.m. has something cool, like we have movement at 3 a.m., 4 a.m. is just complete trash, and vice versa. Like 3 a.m. is just complete trash. So trading Juno and everyone. I get ready for bedtime. How about oh true. Today's bank holiday in like part of Europe. True. Completely forgot about it. Since I'm here in Thailand, I completely forgot about it. It could be this, yeah. Still, we had like a pretty decent move so far. Like, I cannot complain to what this move did. Not bad. It was a good trade. Good, uh, complete dodgy here. The 15. Wow. I mean, why the market decides what's the direction we're gonna take. How was the week for everyone in terms of trading? Are we ending the week green? Are we not? Break even? Was an ass week? By a week personally, I think it read. Have a good day, Andrew, and have a good weekend. See you next week. Thanks for coming by. Yeah, Yap is on a streak, like he's ripping the markets. One's behind like 500. Hate that. Yeah. Did you copy trade them or like, I guess you did, right? I mean, Kotao coffee buff. Oh, I hate when that happens. It is damn hot. It is. Thank God we have AC here. Like in at the place I'm staying in. It is hot. What up, Ice Cube? Same. Likewise. Have a good day and enjoy the weekend. Hope you had a great week. Oh, bro, you're crazy going to sleep at 4 a.m. Thank you, brother. Have a good night. Damn. But you're gonna kill it again. I mean, you've been killing it so far, but crazy. Good luck with it, brother. Yeah, yeah, you're killing it. Keep up with it, brother. GG. Jesus, it's taking too long. I just want to see previous 15-minute high taken to see if I can get it short again. Thank you, brother. We've taken a few losses, that's for sure. But the good thing is we're reading the market really good so far doing London. So I appreciate that. We're doing good. We're doing good. Is this the same ice cube? I think so, yeah. This is the ice cube you're thinking of. Juno thought we breakers, bro. You did everything by yourself. Like I think you asked me a couple questions and that's it, bro. I cannot take credit for anything. What do I like about London Session? Probably the only thing that I like is that price action. Like I know like we make fun of price being slow, but sometimes like the piece that we get through London is better. Like we can check different things. It's not like that we don't get that big moves all of a sudden. I think also if we get something, it is way clear um, than New York. Like New York Open sometimes is like a bit confusing. You might like see a trade form on both, like at both sides, like long and short at the same time. So you have to be quick and think which one is going to be the one, like the right one. I think in London, it's a slower session. You have more time to think about different scenarios. It's also way boring, but it's also a good exercise for patience. Overall, I think for someone starting, maybe like a good London session, not like one of these crazy sessions where we just completely don't move, but a good London session for someone that's starting is probably best than like New York. Nothing, yeah. No, like always New York is going to be my favorite session. Um, because I think the model really works out pretty well during London session, New York session. Um, the truth is, like, I've made changes to the initial model that I have like a while back, so it can be used in any session and also outside sessions. That's why I think it can be used also. Like the New York session trades that I usually take, they're like a bit different than the London session ones. They're just different. But for me, New York is best, just because like I'm an impatient guy. Um, Even though like I might not show it that much on stream, I'm an impatient guy, and New York gives me the possibility to just get into a trade and probably be out, like in and out really quick, rather than London is usually more slow. Could you go over your details so for New York? Ideal. Let me see if I can find an example of an ideal setup. Let me see, because I've been trading London so much lately. Look, the April 23rd, we have a good setup. Did we sweep? Let me check one thing. Oh, we swept previous 50-minute high. Asia and London both been better than New York, emo. Like lately, Ice Cube, I've been trading London specifically. Like no other session, to be honest. Like I had like a couple trades in New York. Swept previous 15-minute. Maybe getting a short here. Or continuation lower. I think it's crude oil here looks cooked. I mean, not cooked, but looks like it's gonna continue going lower. And I don't want to like go against what crude oil wants to do. So guess not taking this so far. Ideal scenario, let me go back to 23rd April. What time frame is this? 1 minute. 23rd. Wait. Date, start new. Date, April 23rd, 9 a.m. One minute. So basically what I look for at like during New York, it's like a sharp open to the downside. I think we had like a really sharp open here this day with it. So see how we open, that would be like an ideal setup for me. 9:30 we open, we sweep some sort of liquidity. It would have been better if we tapped into this low. I think we had S&T. No, we didn't. We had S&T at this low. So we open. So the way I trade it is like I want to see if I'm long biased, I want to see a short move with a following opposite move of the liquidity sweep. There's a short. Yeah, I'm gonna check it now. And then use this as the breaker to wire from the breaker. We don't have fair value gap, that's the thing. But when it comes to what market did at 9:30, that's what I look for during New York. Like I want to see it open, this move happen, and then move higher, or vice versa, move higher and then move lower. That's the most important thing that I look for during New York. London, I look for more like fair value gaps, then form a breaker inside the fair value gap. New York is just more like behavioral, like what market does at the open. You're welcome, brother. What are the biggest differences between your London and your setup? I can only trade London because of my work. So the only difference here during London is that I usually like since the everything's slower, I like beforehand I start looking for like fair value gaps, you know, and also on the drawn liquidity. Like I said, a good drawn liquidity, and then I look for signs of the market, like say here, 15-minute sweep. Like if I'm biased short, I want to start looking for things that tell me that we are continuing short or switching long. In this case, like this 15-minute high taken here, forming a swing, you know, and then going lower. Like it's just more finding, you know, like how the market opens. Like it doesn't revolve that much on the session open, and it revolves rather than the market structure itself. It's usually New York is just way more hectic, like way more quick, and you still can focus on the market structure, that's for sure. Uh, but for London, like for me, London is just a matter of finding fair value gaps and start looking what I want to see, like the breaker here, the breaker formation, this thing happen on a fair value gap or happen when a swing forms. I don't know if that makes sense. I think maybe like I've said it like a couple times now. Maybe you define the good value liquidity and love from Holland. Thank you, brother. Um, Good liquidity when it comes to to sessions. Like I always target Asia high, Asia low. That's one good liquidity point to look for as a target. But then for me, the best liquidity that you can find is like equal highs, equal lows. Like when you see some stacked lows or highs like this, that's my preferred source of liquidity. Like if you can find, we don't have anything here, but look here, like when you have this, see how all of this liquidity, like it respects this, like some sort of horizontal line. That's called the smooth edges for me. Like that's what I call smooth edges. See how price goes with speed towards them. Like I know I'm on the 1 minute, but if you go to the 5 or 15 minute, you're gonna see that when we have this sort, like this kind of formations, price tends to like go really quick towards this points of liquidity. So for me, the equal highs, equal lows are like the best. When I see equal highs, equal lows along like what I'm framing the trade, um, my confidence and my conviction goes higher because um, I know the market usually goes for this type of formations. I guess if NQ wants to go lower, we really need to see crude oil back up. The thing is, we're seeing the same thing as before. Crude oil is going down, NQ is not like going up that much. I guess at some point, if crude oil can pick up again the move higher, NQ is gonna like go even lower. This I'm not gonna take this. Uh, Maybe I'm gonna just don't take a trade today. Sadly, I've been taking trades pretty much the whole, like all of the days that we've been streaming, and maybe today is gonna be one of these days where I don't want to, like I don't have anything clear to put my risk in. Sadly, but hey, it's Friday. Um, on the 15 and 5 minute, let me see. Yeah, like when I'm yeah, you're right. When I think I've said it like a few times and reverse and then put it be taken. Yeah. Where in the world are you, Juno? I mean, Thailand right now. So what I look for with these equal highs, equal lows, or whatever, is for me when I want to take a trade towards them. Okay, so that would be my last target, like this highs. Yeah, yeah, like I'm here, like I have the jungle behind me. Um, when I'm taking this type of trades towards these highs, if that's my breaker, I never aim for the whole thing because maybe the market just wants to take this high and we just take this high and then we go lower. And after a few hours, we end up going higher. So I don't want to be exposed to when that happens. So what I do is always trade to R, and I really need to feed my to R trade before getting actually to these highs. So I can benefit from the idea of price going higher, but I also benefit from the idea that, okay, we can take just one high, create an SMT here with ES or whatever, and then go lower. And my trade's fucked if I didn't take profit. So I always try to fit my 2-hour trade in between the entry and like ultimate liquidity target that I'm looking for. I don't know if your question was like towards like this. And then like if my imagine like we have this, the breaker is just way bigger. Perfect. And then if the breaker here is it's like this, and I cannot fit TWAR, like the TWAR it's outside the the highs. My maximum, like if I really wanted to take this trade, if the risk reward is still above 1.5 R, I can consider taking it, but then I will aim for the maximum expectation here. But I usually prefer to just fit the 2R inside the entry, like between the entry and the maximum expectation liquidity area. Moving lower from here, seems. Crude oil, what is it doing? See, crude oil is pumping, then Q's like dying, and crude oil is going lower, and Q's like not even going higher. De nada, de nada. So yeah, I don't think I'm gonna get anything here anymore. Like I'm not like the only way I could start looking for longs would be at this low. Price is just moving really, really slow already. I don't think exposing myself at this point is just worth. Yeah, yeah, we're gonna close soon. So enjoy the weekend, enjoy the rest of your day, and keep killing it, brother. Um, that was the only trade that I could frame. The short over here. Sadly, I didn't execute on time, and I did not get filled here at 324. But I think it was like the only really clean setup based on the conviction that we might have like that that like push higher was like complete fake out, and that we really needed to go lower. And at this point, nothing for me showed up. Like I really wanted to keep looking for shorts, but nothing aligned with my model. So thank you, brother. Have a great day. So yeah, nothing for me to keep shorting. Um, Regardless, I think it was a good session. To be honest, we had great moves, so it was a good session. Why is that one? Yeah, I'm gonna show you real quick. It is a breaker because it's based off the idea of the open high low close of the 15-minute. So basically, open high low close is you want to see how it's basically how the swing forms. So we have a 15-minute candle here. Let me just get rid of this so I can show you the example. So we play start new or 15-minute candle. So we are this 15-minute candle. That's 3 a.m. I skip. See you, brother. Have a good weekend. Oh, another one created the high. I guess, yeah, we can discuss this. It's just basically a subjective decision, maybe. So here we have the 15-minute. Next one sweeps the high. We go lower time frame, and I know we have like another sweep here. Like we have two sweeps, so you can use this or this. In this case, one, I think this breaker is just too small for me, so it made sense to go for something a little bit bigger. Like this range of a breaker, just I don't know, too small. Also, this point, closing like below this one, and this one being the bigger one, like it made more sense. Like you have more room here. Also, if you're looking for the slows here, like you can fit the 2R perfectly inside this trade. So yeah, it's just basically a subjective decision, like that you get with time. Like also, I mean, this is the actual breaker that forms based on the liquidity sweep on that 15 minutes. So like if that's like the moment where we have the liquidity sweep on the near 15-minute, that's the breaker that forms with that liquidity sweep. So that's also one of the reasons. I mean, I hope it's clear enough. So yeah, if there's no more questions, you're welcome, brother. If there's no questions, okay, cool. I think we can call it a day here in a week already. We can call it a day and a week here. Um, yeah, it was a great week. I think we had great sessions. We've been able to read the market the right way. We're gonna see each other next week, probably all days, like the whole week. I'm gonna be streaming London, so we're gonna see each other for sure. Thank you so much for everyone for joining, everyone on YouTube, everyone on Twitter. That I see that you guys are 82 of you over there. Make sure to come over YouTube so we can chat, and we can engage. Because like I'm not really chat over Twitter. And yeah, besides this, again, thank you so much for everyone joining in. Thank you for a great week once more. See you on Monday, guys. Enjoy the weekend. Bye.